Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a reading for you guys. We're going to do a collective love reading, just see what comes out. I hope you guys are having a beautiful week. I am recording this on Sunday, so I am actually going to be on vacation for a couple days, so I wanted to get a couple of readings out for you guys. We have, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Okay? And then we have sexual union, honor the place in one another where you are eternal, or one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Then we have twin flames, your passion ignites, and only time will tell. Bottom of the deck, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I feel like for a lot of us, we just need to, it's really important that we just take a step back right now from relationships. You know, if you're in relationships where there's only a sexual component also, that's not how love relationships are supposed to be. You know, if you guys are going to come together, then you guys really need to come together. Yeah, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And then it says, let your friends help you. Honestly discuss your feelings, ask for and accept support from others. And then we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what this is. We have you deserve love. You are lovable. That sits right underneath you deserve, or love yourself first. What else do we have for the collective spirit? Separation, okay. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. What else do we have? Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you, and let go of control issues. And bottom of the deck, we have codependency. Okay, yes, I am really seeing this. I feel like whoever it is that I'm tapped into right now, this could be somebody that you're married to, okay? You and some friends could be, or you guys have been together for a really long time, okay? And I feel like there is a very, a deep soul connection between you and this person. I do feel like the two of you guys are being asked to take some time apart right now to decide on where you're going in the next chapter of this relationship. I do feel like someone here is on the fence of whether or not they want to continue down this road when it comes to this commitment that you have with another. And I feel like for a lot of you, you've been doing a lot of healing, a lot of introspection, a lot of like, I don't even know that I want this anymore. And I feel like for those of you who are, maybe traveling to go see family or traveling with friends, maybe like I said, getting together with the girlfriends and, maybe taking a hiatus. I know a lot of people are going on vacations right now. And I do want to say that you're trying to decide on whether or not when you go back home, whether or not you want to continue putting forth the effort towards this relationship. And like I said, for some of you, you could genuinely very well be married to this person. Okay. And I feel that, listen, you're like, if they truly love me, they're going to give me the space that I need in order for me to go out and contemplate whether or not I want to continue to move forward in this relationship. I'm seeing that very strongly, okay? I do feel like there could be very well a codependency because of, financial factors, children, but at the end of the day, you cannot stay in a relationship just because you don't want to do the work, just because you don't want to upset the apple cart where you actually have to go and get a fucking job. That's not how this works, because you don't have to sacrifice love for money or money for love, right? You can have both. And I think that that's where, as humans, we get a little screwed up in our thinking, is we've been taught since childhood, like my mom told me, I was dealing with an abusive marriage, right? My mom told me, you shut your mouth and you deal with it. He makes money. And so I was like, whoa. So I'm supposed to just sell my soul and get the shit beat out of me because he makes money? I don't think so. You know, and thank God I didn't listen to her advice because I probably wouldn't be here. So what did I do? I packed up the kids and I fucking left. So I'm not saying what I'm seeing here is any type of abuse, although I am seeing where some of you use your sexuality to get what you want. Okay? And, you know, it's one of those fucking and fighting relationships. That's what I'm seeing here. So the center of the reading does talk about a separation between two people. And I feel like somebody here is like, you know, shit, I am codependent on them for this, you know. And I see the person like thinking about, okay, well, what do I need to do to get my ducks in a row so I can disconnect myself from this marriage? So I do see maybe for some of you, if you are married and this is your situation, you could end up going through some type of a legal separation. I am seeing that, where maybe, you know, some friends of the family let you move in, you know, get some, you know, until you get your ducks in a row and you get everything squared away and that kind of stuff. So Spirit's like, you know, tell us what you want and we'll make it happen. And, you know, Spirit's saying like, you deserve to have somebody who makes just as much of an effort as you do. And I think that that's one of the hardest things is, you know, we put so much effort and emphasis into a partnership. And a lot of the time, and I'm seeing this, like, it's been a pandemic for a really long time where I'm watching these partnerships. In fact, I just did a Ugly Truth about love and relationships the other day. Go back and watch it. And I'm like, you know, I'm watching some of the most like ridiculous relationships like unfolding. I'm like, there is no traditional values in relationships. You know, it's like people just feel like there has to be a sacrifice. And then you see the other partner they take each other for granted. Like if you really do have a relationship, like you have what a lot of people want. Like the majority of my followers and the majority of my listeners, you know, they're single and they would give anything to have what you guys have and not take it for granted. But at the end of the day, they're also have done the work and they don't want to be taken for granted either. In fact, they won't allow themselves to be because they know that whoever they're going to be with, when they make that choice to be with somebody, it's going to be somebody who treats them and teaches them that they do deserve love. And it's because they've given themselves this self-love first. They've learned how to respect themselves. It's no longer a codependency of, I need somebody here who's going to take care of me. You don't need somebody to take care of you. That's not how this works. You can take care of yourself. So if you're going to be in a relationship, you need to make sure that whoever it is that you are sharing your time, your energy, and whoever's going to pull the plug on you is somebody who's actually going to love you. Somebody who is, you know, can't see themselves on this earth without you. Otherwise, they're just going to pull the plug. You know, I'm sorry, but whoever I spend my time with, I want to know that, you know, if they've got my life in their hands, that they're going to cherish that life. And if not, then you're not going to be in my sphere. Capiche? You know? So I do feel like someone here, you know, if you've been putting a lot of time and energy and effort into your marriage, take the time out and put the energy back into yourself. Really show this person without playing a game. It's not playing a game. It's literally putting what this person doesn't like respect, like they take for granted. Give it back to yourself, man. That's self-love and self-care. Let them see what it's like to not have you around. And then maybe they'll stop trying to control this whole thing. I feel like one of you is codependent and the other one's controlling. Or maybe the codependent one is even more. You're going to know your position in all of this. But the center of the reading is telling you, like, there is a separation coming. If it's not already happened, for some of you, you already know that it's happened. For others of you, you're out with friends talking about it happening. There's a lot of gossip, a lot of like talking to people about a separation. And I feel like you need to make sure that you tell your partner that you're leaving before someone else does. And be careful what you're talking to people when it comes to your marriage, when it comes to your relationship. Another piece of advice that I want to give you, and that I'm getting very strongly from Spirit, is don't share everything about your relationship, even with your friends, because they're not as forgiving as you are. Make sense? They're not as forgiving as you are. So you might be like okay with, fighting and arguing and posting. But listen, your friends, and then you turn around and get right back together, what you're doing is putting black magic on your relationship. Your ups and downs should be between you and your partner, and that's it. If you want a third party, schedule a reading with me, somebody who's completely unbiased to whatever happens in your fucking relationship. But when you go to your friends and you go to your family, that is not unbiased. And that can cause much more confusion than had you reached out to somebody who's actually, has that expertise and has no biased opinion on what happens. Make sense? So I feel like, a lot of the time we have these insecurities too. And this is what I'm gathering from this, is these insecurities of, well, what if nobody will love me because I have, these kids? Or what if nobody, what if this is the last person on earth? And it's like, do you really think that the universe is that stupid? Like, come on, you guys, you manifested to this part, this far in your life. So, use your fucking noggin. Like, just saying, it's, this isn't the last person that's going to love you. And obviously they're not loving you correctly, or you wouldn't even be thinking about coming out of this relationship and starting over. If you were being satisfied with where you are. Right? So let me get a piece of advice on this. What a piece of advice, one card, Spirit, what piece of advice do you have for the collective? Yeah, commitment. And it's in the reverse. And it says, in the upright, commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship. And maybe for some of you, you're just over this commitment. For others of you, this person doesn't want to fully commit to you. They want to play the field. But I do feel like for some of you, you're afraid of breaking this commitment because of some type of maybe there's, family that's involved, right? And family, there's cultural backgrounds, there's, kids involved. I think that, it's funny because earlier I posted something, let me see, let me go back. I posted, when you don't move like everyone else, it bothers people. And it says, buy land in secret, build the house in secret, then have the inauguration party with publicity, go on dates in secret, propose in private, then get married in front of a crowd. Let your enemies only see your reality, never your vision, or you will have division. In a chess game, you don't talk, you just act. The only time you speak when playing chess is to say checkmate. Life is like chess. Don't broadcast your intentions. Act in silence. Keep achieving. Your achievements are your checkmate. So I'm not saying that these people are your enemies, but maybe for some of you, frenemies. They want us, people are programmed to want to see you doing worse than they are. Not everybody has the same heart as we do. Some people want to see you fail because then it makes whatever's going on in their life better. Their relationship is so much better when they're just as fucking toxic and they have no rights to be even giving advice. Right? So, like I said, be very mindful. I do feel like, time is of the essence. And listen, if the two of you guys are supposed to come back around to one another, you will. If that's the way it's supposed to be, you will. Okay? Also, I am seeing someone here's okay. And this is only going to be for a small few of you, and if this is happening, you already know about it. Somebody's partner here is going to be passing away. Okay? And you already know your partner's sick. There's something wrong. You're leaning on your friends. Your friends are there to help you through this transition. Okay? I am getting here like they could have cancer. They could have like something going on. All right? And I feel like someone here is going through a transition that way. That's not going to be for everyone. And Spirit's saying, like, get back up on the horse. You know, maybe you were codependent on this person. You've been together for a really long time. But Spirit's like, you have lots of soulmates, and one soulmate leaves in order for you to bring in a new soulmate, because you've already learned all there was to learn in this situation, and now it's time for you to learn something new. It's not a punishment, even though it may feel like it. You guys, I would suggest getting a personal reading if this reading does resonate. I would be happy to help you work through these issues and whatever codependency issues you may have, help you see things from a completely different perspective. That's one of my fortes. And let you know whether or not this is something that can be worked through, or if it's time for you to start thinking about, your next phase. Either way, I would love to be able to help in whatever way necessary. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are interested in signing up for my newsletter, if you would email me at thefootstepstopeace@gmail.com and send me your name and your email address, I would be happy to sign you up for my newsletter until Square gets things squared away and I can start sending you guys back over to the website to sign up. Anyway, you guys, thank you again to everyone who has donated. Thank you to everyone who has become a member. I love you guys all so very much. Thank you again, and we will chat again soon. Take care.